Review. I need background. There we go. All right. What do you guys like about Stellar Assault? What are good things about this video game? Galaga, you got anything off the top of your head?
Yeah, I will say, you know, that one pilot from Mission 4...
Unnamed pilot?
Really? Yeah, he gave such a wonderful performance, you know, just tour de force.
Unnamed pilot is actually gacked, if you did not know. Secret information there. No, I mean, thank you guys for working on it. That's really, it's still really cool, like, to see this stuff, so.
Yeah, and it really is, like, a huge honor that I could have been a part of this. So, again, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Blue Moon, I have never played most Saturn games, so I don't know if I ever will get to it, but banter, good banter.
Yeah, really great writing.
Good banter, slash, writing.
Voice acting.
Slash. I think voice acting is like a separate thing, right? Good voice acting?
Yeah, I would say good voice acting.
Can't speak for the Japanese version. I guess that doesn't need to be specified because we're playing the English translation, but Sega Saturn's a system that I think I've maybe given up on in my life. I think part of it's because it got so pricey, so I just kind of.
But hey, you can always play it on Mednafen.
That's for the bad, Aldi. We'll get gacked on this list. Unless you guys are aware of some gacked in the good ending. Sorry, our dumb inside joke. Good voice acting. I think the game like controls really well. Smooth controls. I don't know. That's a weird way to put that, but it controls really well. Runs really well as well. But we're playing on emulator, so I don't know how it runs on real hardware. So.
Oh, Bujinkai is great.
I need to play some at some point. We played Dirge Cerberus, and like ever since Dirge Cerberus, Gact has been on like every review list that we've done.
Earth, the third planet, fell under siege to an alien fleet the likes of which we'd never seen.
This game contains basically all the fun things you might want to do in a space sim in a short time.
Withdrawing at the first show of resistance and vanishing.
How could we shorten that?
Maybe offers like
Are we just thinking about like variety, you think?
Considering the minimal
good variety in like a 2-hour period, basically?
Yeah.
Bringing an end to eons of conflict over
yeah, like there's a really good it's really tight in terms of its mission structure and environments. Like the game is always mixing things up in terms of like visuals.
Then 2 years later there was a second contact.
Okay, it looks like we're getting like around the language of like set.
But this time, we were ready.
Do you agree with that, Galaga?
Knowing another encounter was
I don't know how to word that. Other than just, I guess maybe thrilling space set pieces. We'll just take that directly.
Having only incurred minor
like that.
in the previous clash.
Yeah, we typically only do 5 for this bullet point list, so I think we've had pretty good mentions of some good music. Right? I need to not do good.
Yeah, the music
in the grid section, so it's redundant.
In 2 years' time, it was now nearly on par with our own.
Fun music, yeah.
Well done. That voice acting, well done.
Had we not undergone
And,
a technological
music,
revolution over those 2 years, they might have wiped us out then and there.
I don't know what to put for music. Thrilling music.
Then, as the battle descended into chaos, the enemy vanished yet again.
Maybe I shouldn't worry so much about putting good and just be like.
However, we were able to track them.
Enjoyable music.
Music sound nice.
music that complements the game well.
Then, with a mysterious blast, disappeared altogether. Some theorized they'd recognize their imminent.
What kind of soundtrack is it?
Self-destructed, but ultimately, we determined it safest.
What kind of music?
They'd escaped, leaving open the possibility of a future encounter.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, space music.
It's
Like-
weird to say like complimentary or like fitting music. That seems like such a weird like compliment to make. I'm terrible at music stuff.
Zesty. I like that.
Zesty
A
OST.
zesty
We'll put
soundtrack.
Zesty OST. I like that. All right. Is there any other goods on here that people really want to get on here?
Why do they attack at 2-year intervals?
Anything else that someone's like, we must? But
When
typically
did
when
they
we have
come
5,
from?
that means we start kicking
And
stuff off.
who
So
or what are they?
what are they?
That's a. I think that's a good.
Good
I think that's
list.
a good amount.
We can always come back.
Yeah.
It's not locked in yet. We can always come back and get. Someone wants to be like bad, a good thing. Got it. What's the bad? Not enough unnamed pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know earlier someone said that like it's a really cool like it's kind of like a visually impressive game. I think it runs well, and maybe technically there's like cool stuff going on. I don't know if like there's enough visual variety in this game, in my opinion. Maybe what I'm thinking. Like back half of the game has some different planets, but it's kind of just like different ground texture, right? And I think I personally could use more like visual variety. Anyone else agree with that? That's like my thought.
Like you feel like it needs more mission variety?
Visual variety. Like,
Oh, visual variety.
graphically. I think it is mostly just the space game, but
No, I
mission
feel like
stick
it had
game? Oh, is that
I
the,
feel like
is
it
that
had
the
some
analog,
good-
or is that the flight stick or whatever?
the flight stick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it had. I feel like it had good enough visual variety for a game of this type.
Superficial variety? When you say superficial variety, you mean like Oscar, like gameplay wise, or are you talking about like the visual variety stuff?
Maybe.
Human
maybe
faces,
too much,
I think, would be nice as well.
Too much space. 7 out of 10.
Much space, yeah. Yeah, I think visually, like, I feel, and maybe it's like the thing, the OST and the voice acting feels like, maybe I should say like the where they put the voice in, it feels like there's a presentation they're going for there, and I feel like the visuals just do not get there. That's like I think
Yeah.
my opinion. As I'm staring at the demo of the
Space.
game. Yeah. I would have liked some faces, yeah. I mean, Bulk Slash did that, right? Do we just want to say no faces? That's such a kind of a weird thing. I feel like, what is the essence of having no faces? Like, what does that do, right? Like, does this make it hard to relate to characters, or?
Maybe it makes it hard to figure out who's speaking at any given moment. Maybe.
I agree with that. I'm just trying to think of how to word that. Because, like, the dialogue is good. Like, the characters have good dialogue, right? So I don't want to say, like, impersonal characters, but it does feel hard to, like, connect with them, right? Maybe
It's hard to connect with a character who doesn't have a face.
Maybe I should just leave it as, like, you know, kind of a bland presentation, right?
Yeah,
Like
maybe
a blanket
that.
kind of thing. For me personally, obviously other people in here might disagree, but Tim Curry, yeah, I would like Tim Curry to show up in there.
Going to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space.
Bland and generic visuals. Is that too harsh?
I think, yeah, a little too harsh.
Is generic a bad word?
Depends on how you use it.
I think generic visuals alone would be better than bland and generic. Because I think bland's a more aggressive word, right?
Yeah.
I think I just wanted it to be
You know
like, a
what?
little more
Yeah.
bombastic visually is like what I want. And I feel like I
Could
just
use-
kind of just got Space Game, which I was talking to you about this before, Galaga, before we streamed this. Like, I kind of looked at this game and was like, I don't really know what I want out of this game. And I think a lot of that came down to visuals. And like the game plays well. I think that's the big thing. But I think the visual stuff is like maybe my main
Yeah,
hang up with this game.
I think I like what Oscar said, that it could use more visual variety.
Yeah.
It gets your point across without sounding too harsh.
Maybe just say needs visual variety. Variety. I think that leaves out something about the character portraits, though. We could just leave it as no character portraits. Just directly say it. I feel like if this was like a video I was writing, I'd want to write that in a way that's like talking about why no character portraits matter, right? But I think for the sake of the community review, it's probably fine. Lifeless visuals. I think like the need visual variety is probably right, because like there's nothing wrong with the visuals, and they're like the spaceship design I think is pretty cool, or maybe it's just like solid. I don't know. They're spaceships. Spaceships just look cool, right?
Oh, wait a minute. You can play the game in third person? What? I had no idea.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that either. Is it a button or is it like an option setting?
Might be an option.
I'm glad that my desktop audio was feeding through because I did not check to make sure that you were actually going through on that page, Gallica.
Oh.
You pause and press X. We're not going to play this game again, but I want to just look at this real quick. I just want to see what this looks like. I think I would have preferred to play in third person, but...
Yeah, I'm definitely a third person guy myself.
The United Nations.
Dang. Dang. Hidden features, man. That was like the Bayonetta game. They like make you put in a cheat code to activate hard from the start or something like that if you want. Which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I kind of just give me a hard option on the menu, please. I know what I'm getting into if I'm selecting hard.
But you know, one of my favorite ones was so when Silhouette Mirage came over here, like Working Designs made the game like significantly harder, but if you beat the game at least 5 times, getting all 5 endings, you can unlock the original difficulty from the Japanese version that was like significantly easier.
While this cutscene's playing, let me back to the thing. Is there anything else I want to put? No gags. I mean, that's an obvious, but is there anything else we want to put on that?
Scan points will be displayed on your HUD. Just follow the screen.
Unskippable cutscenes?
Yeah, unskippable in-game cutscenes to be specific.
Can I? Okay, let me offer something.
All units.
Some of these missions,
Let's be home in time for dinner.
maybe a little too long. I feel like maybe not too long. The mission length is really inconsistent. Sometimes you get in a mission, you kill 2 things, and it's done. Other times, it's like 4 to 5 phases, which I don't know. Maybe that's part of me just like not listening, so I didn't feel like, oh, this should feel like a boss fight or something, right? But I did feel like that was kind of like a weird thing about the game, but it's not really bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will say, I don't know how this feels to actually shoot this way.
Yeah.
But maybe not the best. How about? Oh gosh. Oh, this is even. Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
look at that
baby.
cinematic.
You have turned on the, was it Mario Cam in Mario 64? You will no longer be able to play the game effectively.
I would love to see you try to play this
way?
with this
Yeah,
camera mode.
Look, we already played through Kirby Tilt and Tumble with the GameCube recently. I don't know if we want to play through any more particularly challenged. Yeah, this is the fixed camera. Yeah, I switched over to it. I just thought it was fun.
A green bar indicates a point of interest in that direction.
Don't worry about the green bar, buddy. Yeah, this, I think this one was the one. It's this. I don't know if this is the best. Of course, I think this is playable. I just don't necessarily think I would want to play it this way.
Yeah, I think if it had like a targeting,
like that.
yeah, like Star Fox, it would have been fine.
Interesting.
Also, I feel like
for
the
trailer capture, yeah, I would imagine so.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I imagine trace mode as well would probably work really well too. Okay, get back to our thing. So I think did anyone say anything else bad? I think there was like a maybe someone mentioned something about unbalanced. Oh no, that's I think the unbalanced was the comment about something else. Okay. Well, unless someone has a last minute concern. We can just go to this stream. Okay. I'm gonna close the game just so we don't have the audio coming through anymore. And I need Galaga to come through still. But we have our riddle music going on in the background. Oh, here's another negative. Give me the negative lacquer. I'll add it on. I forgot we put Zesty OST already. I was looking, I was like, oh yeah. Where's my text on this screen? You guys can see it. I just need to find out where I can edit it. That is the problem right now. Oh, we don't have chat up right now. Am I here too? Is there a me here?
I don't see you on here.
Oh, sorry. I meant like, do I have an actual camera set up for this? I don't really have a camera set up for this. There we go. Kind of. Yeah, there I am. Sudden gotcha motions that make you repeat the mission. Yeah. How many? Was there only one mission that happened? Or were there multiple?
I mean, there was that part where you had to like escape the.
That's the one I'm thinking of. I mean, it's like one mission out of 16, right? It is a problem. I try to, like, with this list, try not to focus too much on, like, individual issues, right? Because, like, that's something you just kind of, like, it's annoyance, but it's just kind of a thing that happens, and then it kind of passes, right? It's not like that is the standard mission design, in my opinion, right? We could definitely put the tunnel on there though if we want. The ending thing is kind of related, true, yeah. Yeah, we could probably put like some gotcha moments on there. Just throw that on there as is.
Yeah.
Review text, there we go. That's what I'm... No, pop up. Save the cheat. Okay. Sorry, not enough gagged. Get it right then. And then some gotcha. That's 5, right? Yeah. 5. Gotcha mechanics, gotcha, yeah. Alright, cool. Are we feeling good about this? The good and the bad there?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. All right. So the next step and the final, well, second to last step, but the only one that really requires input is score. So for people who don't know, we do a 1 to 5 star scoring system with halves as well. So we can do 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, so far, all the way up. Typically, I just kind of like vaguely guess an average based off what people say. I try to put my opinion in last though, rather than like influence people's opinions on the score though. Galaga.
Yes.
What you think, boy?
I'm thinking. I would say probably 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. 3.5 says Oscar. Any other 4 submitters? Currently within this range at the moment. But again, feel free to put whatever you want. I'm expecting the translators to give it a 1 out of 5. I hated working on this game. Solid 4. 4. Nice little coin. Floating around the 4 range. 0.75, yeah. And if you feel like, oh, I can't do it because I'm biased, do not worry about it. This is incredibly informal. So just do what you feel. Oscar, I am on your train, I think, of a good, like, 3.5. I'm probably, like, 3 to 3.5 range. I think that's, like, what I'm feeling like. I think totally competent game. Controls well. There are things about the presentation I think that's done really well, but I think the visuals just doesn't complete that package for me. I think if the visuals were just a little bit more poppy, I'd be up a bit more. 4.5, okay. Sounds like 4 is probably going to be where this ends up landing. You said 4, right, Galaga?
Yeah, I would say 4.
Laka, you say what you feel. Again, this is completely informal. There's a lot of times where somebody shows up and they're like, I've watched 30 minutes of this video game. Like, give me a score, man. So, it's like the point is to let people like participate and have fun with it, not to, you know, sit there and gatekeep people. Don't worry about it, Blue Moon. This is where I feel good. So, I think it's been, since day one, I've been upside down on this screen, and it's entirely intentional and good, so. Anything less to the 5 would be crazy. Okay. Got a 4.5 from Blue. Slow Coin, I think Slow Coin you said earlier like a 4, solid 4 though. Hatch mission broke it for you though. That sounds about right, Shadow, unfortunately.
Oh.
Dang, a 5 with a mission stick. Okay. I think
Gotta
for
give
me,
another
as the
mission
person
stick.
who is placing Angelique on this list, 5, 4, 3.5, 4. And I feel like the 5 kind of weighs it the other way, right? That's probably a 4.5.
I think we could say a 4.5.
I think that's probably. Anyone have any problems with the 4.5? Is anyone going to sue me if I place Angelique right there? A zesty 4. I also feel like I'm maybe maximum a zesty 4, but I'm trying not to be a bully with these things and just let people direct it. But cool moments for too many cool moments. Okay, I think Silos, that's a new 4.5 we ended up on this list, right? So I think that settles it.
All right,
Cool.
4.5 it is.
4.5. All right.
It's stamp time.
So this is where I disappear and I leave. Bye. And then at this point, 420 plays it. Yeah. And then this is where you guys disappear into space. We are all gone. If I can find where you guys are. There you are. All right. Let me make sure I have this in the right place. Yes, I do. All right, we're stamping it. We did it. Video games are complete. I have played the entire Sega Saturn library in one stream. Sega Saturn, 4.5 out of 5. So yeah. Well, again, thanks to everyone who showed up, who's from the development team, and thank you for your hard work on that. Thank you, Galaga, for voicing Unnamed Soldier.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me on here.
So, hope to see you in more stuff